Hello, students. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to everyone. So, I have made this video so that you have the chance to recap or review the discussions we had for the hypothesis testing single sample. Okay, so I'm doing this because I have noticed that some of you are not around during the discussion. And for the other sections, I will be having a meeting for our scheduled face-to-face classes. So I decided to do this so that it's better on your end because you can recall all our discussions. Okay. So let me just share my screen. All right, for a while. So I'm just going to um, use my iPad and for you to be able to see the entire flow of the discussion. Okay. So I made this. I turned one for as a blackboard and the other is for your notes. So I will be concluding some changes in the notes. So please do follow through all the discussions I will do for this class. Okay. So we are now on our, I think, second major lesson, but it's already our module 5, which is test of hypothesis. So in the test of hypothesis, we start with the single sample. Now, once we master the single sample, automatically we will be able to be quick in doing the two sample tests and the next lessons, which are the chi-square test, the F test, the correlation, regression, and the last topic, which is analysis of variance or ANOVA. Okay, so the word hypothesis, we've been hearing this, right? We've been hearing the word hypothesis in many times already, but we really don't know what hypothesis is. So as you can read in the description, it's a process that uses sample statistics to test a claim about the value of a population parameter. In short, it's an educated guess. So when we say educated guess, it's not simply just assuming things, but instead it's really an educated one. So there should be a valid reason, there should be an evidence, okay, for us to claim that we are better than the current status, we're better than the current machine we are using, we are better than the current process that we are currently using right now. So technically, we are trying to prove a claim here. Okay, that's the purpose of hypothesis testing. Okay, while the one we're going to do, the verbal statement or claim, will be called as the statistical hypothesis. Okay. Now, when we state a hypothesis, we have to be familiarized with the two terms. We have the null hypothesis or the H sub zero, or sometimes it's just called H zero or H naught, and the alternative hypothesis or the H sub A or HA. Okay, so please take note these two hypotheses. All right, so we have the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis. Now, the difference among the two is that the null hypothesis is your status quo, the current claim of the population, proportion, variance. So technically, the status quo, what is currently being believed. Okay? So unsa gituohan karon? Unsa ang current status karon? That's the status quo, the current claim. Well, the alternative hypothesis is the claim we want to prove. Okay, so this is our claim. So it's either the claim of the manufacturer, the client, the assembler, and all those in your admin, in your production that claims that we are better, we are less, are we less than, so on and so forth. So technically, if you want to read a statement as a problem, it's your claim. Okay? While the null hypothesis is the claim, the standard claim, while the alternative hypothesis is the part that you want to prove as a point. Okay, so those are the two things that we differentiate the two. Okay, so for example, let's say here, no. So this is what I'm trying to say that we will edit. Always HO, the HO will always be an equal sign. So dapat equality ra gyud siya. Okay? Because status quo man siya. It's not better, it's not less than, it's the status quo. So we will always use equality for HO. So I will have to edit this part here. Dapat dili na siya greater than. It should always be only using equal sign. Okay? And usually in the statement, it's a negative statement or a negation. You know? So like for example, does not, no longer, um, no significant difference. So it's always using the word no, does not, no longer. So basically, that's the negation statement because null hypothesis man siya, it's the status quo. While the HA takes the inequalities. So unsa man na ang mga inequalities, guys? So we have the greater than, less than, or not equal to. So technically, when we say greater than or less than, di ba, during the discussion in the confidence interval, that means these two are one-tailed because the error we are focusing on is either on the left side or the right side. No, for greater than, it's the right side. For less than, it's the left side. While the not equal to is your two-tailed. So we will explain further why we have to know if it's one tail or two tail. No? The same with how we did the confidence interval. Okay? So next is, we now focus on the next part of the discussion, which is, so parehaan, no? If you look at this is correct. The P, okay, we can use the P, capital P, or the pi, right? We already discussed that if it is mean, so if we talk about mean, the population for mean is mu as a symbol. And if it is a sample, we use the bar X, right? If it is proportion, the population value is a pi and the sample is bar P, or P hat, okay? And then if it is variance, so usually we use the sigma square. So we will now use chi-square here, okay? And then I think for the value, we will use sigma. So C bar X is for the computed value. That's for your computation of the Z. But we will actually use, okay, let me correct that. Let's use sigma square and then S square for the sample. Okay, but the computed values or the table values we are going to, sorry, I'm just using my hand because I lost my pencil. So for the table values, if it's mean, we use Z or T, where Z is if N is greater than or equal to 30, and if it's T, N is less than 30, right? That's our discussion. If proportion siya, it's always Z, right? Regardless of the value of N. And if it is variance, we will compute for the chi-square value. Okay? So those are the things you have to remember when it comes to these things. So when you already conduct your hypothesis testing. Okay? So going back, so if it's greater than or if it's equal or not equal only, automatic, it's equal. Okay, so those are just some you can read through your notes. All right, now let's focus now on okay, let me discuss this one. So there are two types of errors, no? We call that the type 1 error and the type 2 error now. For the type 1 error, so let me just save this one. So these are the notes we need to remember. Okay, so I'm going to save that as an image. Let's create a new one. Okay. Let's create a new, okay, para di tayo bombarded ang notes. Now, there are two types of error. Okay, the two types of error are the following. So we have the type 1, or this folder. So we have the two types of error. We have the type 1 error and the type 2 error. So sometimes the type 1 error is called the alpha error and the type 2 error is called the beta error. Now, simple lang. Let's discuss it in a simple way. So type 1 error is it should have been correct, but you rejected it. So it's like you threw a clean item. So let's just say the item you produced, you thought it was a rejected item, but it should have been saleable. It could have been sold. However, since you thought it is rejectable, you threw the item. You placed it in the scrap, in the rejects. So that's why somehow si type A error or opportunity losses lang. And the ones affected are only the company, no? Because it's a wasted money. Okay. Now, the critical error is the type 2 error or the beta error because it already affects the customer. Ano man, you actual loss gid siya. Why? Because you accepted a rejected item. So, mura ganig, supposedly, that item is to be rejected. However, because you assume that it's a good item, you disposed it to the clients. And when you disposed it to the clients, what happened is you actually, since you disposed it to the clients, you actually created issues, damages. So let's give an example like how Samsung Note no spread out a very rejected batch. So there were phones that blew off in the airplanes. No, there were items also that were confiscated already because it might cause some damages. So technically it created fear to the buyers. Ay, okay, we're not gonna buy Samsungs anymore because it would lead to this and that damages. So it will affect your business, okay, the profit of your business. Okay. However, if you did not reject your HO and HO is true, then it's a correct decision. But if you rejected HO where the HO is false, then that's also a correct decision. Now, the type 2 and the type 1 error here is when you rejected the HO when it should have been true, that's an alpha error. However, when you did not reject HO when it should have been false, then it's already a type 2 error. So we're gonna eliminate the chances of type 2 error. But of course, still, there's a possibility for opportunity losses we happen with type 1 error. Okay, so proceed. So, mura na gud kanino, you said to a person that he's not capable of pregnancy, you're pregnant, obviously. That's an error. It's a type 1 error. But for type 2 error, you said you're not pregnant when it's very obvious that she is pregnant. Okay? So, can I say yeah. All right. So, there are some, so it's actually simplified here, the one that we placed in the previous discussion, in the previous note. If the population parameter is mean, then it's mu. If test statistic siya, bar x, then our standard test that we're gonna use, it's either Z or T, depending on the sample size. Then for the population, we will use pi. No, we already had an agreement on this. The population parameter for proportion is pi, and then barred P or P hat is for the test statistic, and it's always going to use Z. So the same happen with our confidence interval. And lastly, your population parameter for variance is sigma square, and the test statistic is S squared per sample, and then the standard test statistic is chi-squared. Okay, so let's now do the hypothesis testing. Now we will discuss further on p-values, but usually the p-values is if you do not wish to check the z computed and z table, t table, or z t computed. Instead, you look at the p-value. Okay, so we will discuss further on that in the later parts. All right, now let's now make the steps for the statistical test. So for the test on statistical test, guys, it's only very simple. We will just have 6 steps. Okay? So for the 6 steps, please take note of the following. First step. So step 1. What did it say? It say there, state a claim mathematically and verbally, identify the null alternative hypothesis. Therefore, this is the part wherein you write your HO and H. Okay, so we will now state our HO and HA. Step 2 is we identify our level of significance, type of test, and sample size. So technically, I also call this step as write the given values. So the specifics though are only your level of significance, okay, your alpha, and then the type of test, so whether T or Z or chi-square, and your sample size or your N. Okay, so that's step 2. Step 3 is you will now determine your appropriate test statistics or your critical value. Now, by the way, what is a critical value? We will also call it as your table value. So we will look at the value of Z, T, or the chi-square value. Okay, depending on the problem provided. So, imuhaning table values is step 3. All right? Then step 4 is for your rejection region. You don't need to sketch this one. You can actually put this as your decision rule. Are we going to reject or do not reject? Now, there's a connotation regarding why not accept is the word to be used. It should be do not reject HO, because it's not safe to say that if you rejected the HO, you already accepted that the HO is correct. So instead, you will not just reject the HO for now, but you're not also saying that you are accepting it for life, because there's still chances that changes will happen. Okay, so instead we will use reject HO and do not reject HO. Those are our decision rules. All right, and then lastly, step 5 patano. So step 5 is now where you compute your computed values. So since it's already computed value, then there's a formula that we're going to use. So if it's Z, so please take note, if it's mean, so if mean siya, Z is equal to bar X, sorry, not chi-square, bar X. Bar X minus mu over sigma over square root of N. That's if population mean. If sample only, then we will use T. Okay. By the way, we can call this as ZT, ET, or chi-square T. So meaning table value sila. While here, we can call this as ZC, EC. So still bar X minus mu, but the only difference is we will use the sample standard deviation, then still square root of N. Okay? And then, if proportion siya, di ba, it's always Z. So, ZC is equal to, I think, let's memorize the value here. So, now to know. Okay. So, that's for the chi-square. Here. So, for Z, that's your P hat. So, meaning that's your sample proportion minus your population proportion, or pi, over square root of your P hat minus 1 minus P hat over N. Okay? Ang Q there is actually the difference of the proportion. Okay? So, ayun na lang yung equal na P hat, P hat. So, it's basically it's actually um, so kung may tag P is 94%, the 1 minus P is 6%, minus Q. Okay? So that's actually your okay. But sorry. Let me correct this one. Okay, for a while. We're not gonna use P. Instead, we're going to use the, let's delete this part first. It's the pi actually. No, let me just correct that one. So square root of pi, 1 minus pi over n. So meaning the population proportion atong gamiton. Okay, so ato na siyang correct from here, no? 0.94, then 0.94 ang gamit sa ubos. Alright? And then if it's chi-square, so here's also the formula for chi-square. So for chi-square, that's n minus 1, and then the sample standard deviation squared over, no, that's the variance rather. S squared is the sample variance over the population variance. That's for the z. For the chi-square, um, chi-squared computed value. Now, how do you get the table value for chi-square? So remember, if it's t, the df is n minus 1. Okay? For chi-square, the df is n minus 2. Ano na siya? That's the only difference among the two. Okay? But you have to use chi-square table for this. And this one is table, t-table. Okay? So, lahi lang po sila. Alright? Sige, so let me just save this one. Are we done? Napaday, step 5 pa data. And lastly, of course, your step 6 is about your decision already. So going back to the steps, is the sixth step is state now your statistical decision. So are you going to reject or do not reject HO? So step 6 is your statistical decision. We can actually skip the managerial decision, but in reality, we are actually using that. No? Like, how do we apply that result to our operations? So that's really the point of managerial conclusion. But we can focus on the statistical decision for now in our class. Okay, so let me save this one as your guide. All right. So let's create a new one. Let's have an example. So for example, this one, a manufacturer claims that its rechargeable batteries are good for an average of more than 1,000 charges. Just because he had a random sample of 100 batteries wherein the average is already 1,002 charges, he is already claiming, he wants to support a claim that we are already higher than 1,000 charges. Okay? Then there is a standard deviation of 14. But if you look at dako kayo standard deviation, no? Now, is there an enough evidence to support his claim that they are already higher than 1,000 charges? Okay, at 0.1 level of significance. So, what was step 1? So, step 1 is your hypothesis. So, let's start with HO. Your HO is the status quo, right? So, when we say status quo, we will say the mean battery life okay, is, di ba, it will take negative value is no more than 1,000 charges. So since it says here, it's no more than, so technically equal pa siya, no? So therefore, your mu is equal 1,000 charges. So that's your mathematical symbol here, okay? While the HA is your claim na more than na daw siya because it's already 1,002, no? So the mean battery life is more than. So, di ba, ringon ko, HA only takes equality and negative value. Sorry, HO rather. Well, the HA can take inequalities. Okay, more than 1,000 charges. So that's why your symbol is mu is greater than 1,000 charges. Now, ma'am, nga nung wala mo na siya equal to. Again, if there is an equal to, either of the two is your decision, just in case it is equal. Okay, so only one will take up equality. All right? So this is what we want to claim, no, as a manufacturer, so that we can declare that in our advertisements, in our marketing, but we have to prove a point. We have to have a support or claim for that. Okay. Now, second step, step two. Your level of significance is how much? 0.01, which is actually 99%. And the question is it one tail or two tail? So it's obviously one tail because it's only gearing towards the right. Okay, more than one panita. No? Now, careful mo, Aniha, because there are times the stater will say at least. So we say at least it's more than, because it should be more than what is required, at least. If it will say no more than, automatically it's less than. Diba? So you have to really be careful in the English statements here. Okay? Then after that, um, your N is how much? 100, 100 batteries. And then, of course, don't forget the other values. You have bar X of 1,002, and your standard deviation is 14. Okay? Now, step 3 is determine the critical value. So, your table value. So, we know, we discussed this during the confidence interval. Pila gani ang ZT value at 99%. One-tailed. That's, so since more than man siya, positive 2.33. Okay, hopefully you remember this. Katong we discussed na to, no, nga pila ang Z value at 99%. Fourth step, your decision rule. So what's your decision rule? So your decision rule is if, so you can actually write the word decision rule. So decision rule is if ZT, absolute value, is greater than or equal to ZT, reject HO. So if the computed value is already greater than the table value, nilapas na siya sa rejection region, we will have to reject HO. But if your Z computed value is less than your Z table value, so again, only one decision rule will get the equality, no? Because if equality di pa naubos, then oh, what's our decision? Okay? So absolute value gihapon, we will not reject HO. That's why I said that it's either reject HO or do not reject HO. Okay? And then, after that, we will have the fifth step, which is our computed value. So we will now compute for the value of Z using the formula. Computed value is equal to bar X minus mu over sigma over square root of N. Okay? So therefore, ZC is equal to bar X, 1,002 to, di ba? Minus 1,000, which is your claim na pila ang imuhang charges, over 14 over square root of 100 batteries. So what's the Z computed value? So I'll just look at here, ha? So the computed value is 1.4286. So lastly, what is your decision? Is Z computed greater than Z table? False, di ba? So therefore, it should be less than. Kaya the value of Z table was 2.33. So therefore, 1.4286 is less than, 2.33. Okay? So if less than, so ito, going back to your decision rule, if less than, we will what? We will not reject HO. So therefore, the final decision is do not reject HO. So since we will not reject HO, going back to your null hypothesis, this is our claim. We are still under 1,000 charges. We're not also going to say that we are less than because that's our analysis. So instead, we are using that statement. So the mean battery life is still 1,000 charges. But you have to really write everything, okay? The mean battery life is no more than, dili pa gid siya lapas 1,000 charges. So it's not safe to, so the managerial decision here is it's not safe to say that, hey, we are already more than 1,000. Yes, you can already buy from us. So it's not safe to do that because it's not statistically true. Okay, so I'll save this one. Now, let's go over the other parts. Now, let's see if T this time. So, if T, guys, so I'm not gonna write everything na, but basically, just explain, no? Ang different tragyod is, instead of Z, we will use T. Okay, like for example, here, no, nakay statement, equal, not equal. So, automatic, that's two-tailed. So, that's why in the step 2, your level of significance is zero point 0.5, two-tailed test where N is 18 phone calls. And remember, how do you get the value of T? You get the degrees of freedom. So the degrees of freedom is N minus 1, that's 17. Therefore, the test statistic at the Z table is 2.110 plus minus because it's two-tailed. After that, you don't need to sketch anymore. Just proceed to your decision rule. If PT, so going back, no? Okay, so mo ang mga differences na. So for T, so for T, your table value is depending on the DF, which is N minus 1. Then for your decision rule, I think that's step 4. So for your step 4, that should be EC, decision rule man is greater than or equal to TP, that's reject, sorry, that's reject HO. Or if TC is less than, absolute value, sorry, only one equal sign. Do not reject HO. Okay? And then ang fifth code, instead of using the T-computed nga sigma, so pareho ra gyapon, the TC is equal to bar x minus mu over S over square root of N. Ano ra gyud siya? Then the decision rule, pareho ra gihapon, do we reject or not reject? Then the answer is do not reject HO. So your final answer is based on that statement, do not reject HO man siya, meaning to say the mean length of the phone call is still 8 minutes. So actually, kani-gani okay, na not ang HA. So better na you state the HO as the mean length of a phone call in a statement if there enough evidence to support this claim. Claims that the average length of a phone call is 8 minutes. So there is no significant difference in the mean length of the phone call. So we can actually do that. There is no significant difference in the mean length of the phone call, which is 8 minutes. Then the HA is there is a significant difference on the mean length of the phone call, which is 8 minutes. No, so no significant difference, but it actually means the same. I mean, it's just that mawalan to ang reason dapat wala siya negative connotation. No, so kana siya. Then if it is chi-square, so kung saan may nausab, same gyapon, no? The table value will now be based on the chi-square table. Okay? Where your DF is N minus 2. Alright, now let's find, now let's search a chi-square table, chi-square test table. So for a chi-square table, we can actually use, ano, pwede naman siya. Okay. So mag-agad gyapon siya sa imong degrees of freedom and your level of significance if it is one tail or two tail. Better siguro kung na ay one tail and two tail. Okay, let me check. Okay, kani. So, wala na siya iyang likuan. Sige lang, I'll teach you how to do it lang. Okay, going back here. Sorry. Okay, going back. So, let's have a sample problem. Oops, sorry. For a while. Ito yung sample problem. So, yung sample problem here is an automated filling machine. So, yung obvious nga clue is it actually talks about um, automated filling machine nga na ay S squared, na variance. So, obviously, the problem is all about the variance. So, if you look at here, ang iyahapon ng sample variance of 20 bottles is 0.0153 fluid ounces. While ang iyahang um, variance nga standard is, or population variance is 0.01. No? Yan, ningon siya, is there an evidence in the sample data to suggest that the manufacturer has a problem with underfilled or overfilled bottles? Okay, so statement of the null hypothesis, automatically 0.01 man imong kuan. So the variance of the field volume is not greater than. So we will change that into not greater than. So let's have a sample for that. So pwede, no, that your HA is the variance of field volume is not greater than. Okay, again, it will take the negative value, 0.01. Kaya mo may claim mo, lapas daw ko ng field volume of 0.01. So to symbolize that, sigma square, that's your variance, is equal to 0.01. So again, it will just take the equal sign. All the HA is the variance of field volume is greater than, because mo man natong claim na mas lapas na siya. So one tail na siya. Na? Okay, so therefore your sigma is greater than 0.01. So you can actually put their fluid ounces, no, so on and so forth. Then of course, so ito ang step 2, your level of significance is 0.05. The test we're going to use is chi-square test, one-tailed, and then your kanang N is 20 bottles. So your variance is 0.01 and your S squared is 0.0153. Kanang gimula pas ng gamay no claim din mo mas nabaw din sa total volume, no? So those are the claims that we usually do. Your DF is N minus 2. So 20 minus 2 is 18. So we will look at that p-value in the 18. So let's go to the step 3, which is your chi-square value at DF equals 18. So going back to your chi-square table. So ang imong tan-aw na dira is since your degrees of freedom is 0.051 tailed, automatically ato ka na tan-aw ni 0.95. Yeah. DF is 18 man, 18. So the answer is 9.390. Okay, 95 man siya. One tail naman siya, so 95 na siya automatic. Pero if mo two-tailed siya, meaning to say the error is shared, diba? The way we discuss it in confidence interval, you will look at 975, okay, 2.5, 2.5 man. But in this case, since one-tailed man siya, 95 na yung tanaw, which is the fourth column. Then you go to the 18th row, that's 9.390. So let's double check if correct ba itong napili. Is it 9.30? Uy, minus 1 na lagi iyang DF. It should be minus 2 ba yun? Let me correct. Let me check that bit. Let's ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Okay, what I know is what is the value of I square at 95% right-tailed. Ay, right-tailed na ba siya, no? I was actually 95% right-tailed. Okay. DF 20. Sorry, not DF. Sample size. Sample size 20. Please explain DF. Okay, so kibaw na siya. Let's see if we have the same answer. 9.3049. Oh, n minus 1 di gihapon. Okay, I stand corrected. So, 30.144. Sige daw, let's go. I stand corrected. Si n minus 2 is dito na dito siya sa katong chi-square test na yun. Okay, I stand corrected, guys. So, 0.005 error. Right-tailed man siya. Dayon, right-tailed man siya. So, inig-drawing ni mo, no? Ang 95 diri is actually on the left side. So, ari data mo tanaw sa 0.05 here, diri. 0.05, kani-kani. This column. Kaya naman siya sa right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seventh column. And then the degrees of freedom is 19. Ding, 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 ding. 0.05, 19, 30.144. Okay, so I stand corrected. Ato ning usbon ang DF. This should be 1 rad hapon. Okay, I stand corrected. And I minus 2 sa chi-square test, gudi ay ito siya. Okay, so therefore, the chi-square value T is 30.144. Alright? Right man siya side. So, adto siya sa 0.00. Okay, fourth step is your decision rule. So, therefore, if chi-squared is greater than, automatic naman siya, no need absolute value. Chi-square man, no? It's always positive. Is greater than or equal to the chi-square table value, we reject HO. And then if the chi-square value is less than, equal to na siya, is less than the table value, we will not reject. Okay? And then after that, fifth part is your chi-square computed value. So, ang formula ato was n minus 1 to, no? S squared over sigma square or the variance, no? So, since variance naman siya, ayaw na siya square, guys, ha? Kay, ang given variance naman siya. So, di ba, nakakita man ka sa variance, mo na siya ang value. You don't need to square that anymore because they are already squares. Kay, variances man sila. Okay? So, therefore, 20 minus 1, 0.0153 daw to, no? Over 0.01 na claim. So, the computed value is, going back to the given, ato na lang siya ikuan. Okay. So, kana siya, di ba, kabantay mo, wala na siya nag-square because these are already variances. 29.07 now. Ang step 6 is it step 6? Okay. Greater than ba siya sa table value? So, dili, no? Mas dako gyapon sa table value. So, therefore, 29.07 is less than 30.144. Therefore, do not reject gyapon. So, it's not yet safe to claim that we are higher than your, is not yet greater than 0.01 fill volume. So, dili pa na to i-reject si HO. Okay? So, same rule lagi hapon with z-test for proportion. Unsa may nausab, same lagi hapon z. Always use the value of z. But the formula for the computed value is now using this one. And as mentioned, pi ang gamiton, the population proportion minus the 1 minus pi. Okay? If you notice here, the z calculated is 2.8247 and the computed value is 1.65. So I think one tail ni, na, two tail man siya dapat. 1.96 ni dapat. 94. 0.10 man po di. Ay, okay, okay. Level of significance is 0.10. So that's why it used 1.65 for two tail. Okay, so ngayon siya, the population proportion of graduates that are employed within 6 months of graduation is 95.24%. So, pwede na may state as there is no significant difference on the population proportion of graduates that are employed within 6 months. While the HA is there is a significant difference on the population proportion of the graduates that are employed within 6 months of graduation. So, you can also state it. Okay. So, by Saturday, I am going to um, I am going to how many? I'm going to give a seat work that you have to work on, and we are going to check that next meeting. Okay, so I will post the seat works for Saturday classes na to, and then for the uh, classes na ko today, which is Tuesday class, for Friday class, I will also give the seat work. So you just have to submit that by next meeting. All right. Now, for me to know if you have read this or viewed this video, I want you to comment down below your questions, okay, regarding some confusion on this discussion so that we can go over by next meeting your concerns. Okay, that's also my clue that you have reached this part of the video. Okay, just state your name, your section, so that we can discuss your concerns by next meeting. Okay, so if you have questions, please do approach by next meeting during our discussion of the answers of your secret. All right, thank you guys. Bye.